Virginia is known for its rich history. Insight reporter Mark Huffman joins us in the studio with a special guest to talk about how some long-buried history has resurfaced.
In August of 2008, at a downtown Richmond parking lot, behind Main Street Station in Shockoe Bottom, there was a discovery of evidence of a slave burial ground. Dr. Sean Utze from VCU's Department of African American Studies joins us now. Welcome, Dr. Utze.
Thank you.
The first question we have today is, what exactly has been your role so far in the excavation project, and how is that in any way tied to VCU?
Well, initially, I became involved as a consequence of a film project they were doing in the Department of African American Studies. We're doing a documentary film on the history of the African burial ground in Richmond. I say African burial ground because that's kind of the name that it's been given ownership of by folks involved in this reclamation.
The history of the site has been rather complicated. Could you tell us more about the site?
Yes, the site, well, Shockoe Bottom, well, first, Richmond was kind of the epicenter of the internal trade in enslaved Africans. When they outlawed the transatlantic trade in about 1820, Richmond became the center of commerce for enslaved Africans. And so Shockoe Bottom was the Wall Street of that center. So there are many sites in Shockoe Bottom that are remnants of slave markets, auction houses, or slave jails. The so-called Negro burial ground was rediscovered by Elizabeth Camborian in the mid-90s. She was doing some work on other historic sites and came across a map of 1810 that had the Negro burial ground and gallows indicated on the map.